Hello, recording the video with other news. The pro-variance is being used for extortion. In a swipe at the center, Delhi Chief Minister and Aam Aadmi Party leader Arvind Kejriwal on Monday alleged that pro-variances were being used to conduct raids for extortion and not to end corruption. Speaking about the purported raid conducted by three policemen at the AAP's office in Ahmedabad on Sunday, Mr. Kejriwal claimed the policemen were asking about money. We are a poor party with no money. The policemen searched our office for 2 hours and left. They were asking our people about money. They left when we said there was no money. Today, the Ahmedabad police said no raid took place. This is surprising, he said. What is going on in this country? Is this how Polisiya Sarkar works? Police are entering any hours or office without valid papers, he questioned while speaking at a town hall in Ahmedabad in bound Gujarat. The Ahmedabad police and refuted the claim of AAP that his office was raided on Sunday. Kejriwal said the country cannot progress until the businessmen are free from the fear of raids. He urged the business sector in the state to support AAP in the assembly polls due to December this year, as a victory would mean the AAP has three chief ministers, Delhi, Gujarat and Punjab, which will allow its voice to be heard by the Center for Simplification of the Goods and Service Tax. They are scaring people through agencies not to end corruption but the extortion. All the agencies are being used for extortion until the businessmen of the country are rid of fear and can do business freely. The country will not progress, Kejriwal said. The AAP government will be corruption free and will ensure people can do business freely without fear of raids, as well as works towards simplification of the GST process at the state and central level, the AAP leader claimed. He said the party will have three chief ministers if it wins in Gujarat, and when the three CMs raise their voice before the center, we will be heard more. Attacking the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party, Kejriwal said they are doing their best to spread lies across the country that Kejriwal is involved in legal scam. Manish Sisodia is behind rupees 144 crore corruption. They are conducted raids on his house and could not even find rupees 10,000. Raids on the AAP at several places, including Gujarat, have yielded nothing as the party and its individuals are honest and do not take money, Kejriwal claimed. They found nothing in the house of Manish Sisodia and Satyendra Jain. They keep talking about such things. The public is watching. When we formed the government in Delhi, we stopped all the raids, he said. How to watch Emmy Awards 2022 in India. Time, date and platform. Emmy Awards are back in full swing for their 74th year, celebrating exceptional performer and storyteller in the TV industry. As usual, the ceremony will be made available to watch online with US audience getting their share on Monday night, while Indians are treated on Tuesday early morning. The award technically began last week, honoring excellence in the creative arts department, with being handed out for the technical elements and some minor acts. Coleman Domingo, for instance, won his first Emmy for guest starting in HBO's, while Stranger Things earned one for Best Sound Editing. As for Emmy Awards main event, HBO's leads the pack with 25 nominations, including one for Outstanding Drama Series this year, created by Jesse Armstrong. The historical black comedy drama won the award last year and has been a top Emmy contender since its debut in 2018. Following close behind is the Jason sports comedy. When comparing a network, HBO's narrowly took the lead against Netflix with 108 nominations compared to the 105 nominations of the latter. The Sri Lanka tower, taller than 1000 feet, displays Beijing's control. A huge green and purple communications tower in Sri Lanka, financed with Chinese debt, that has become a symbol of the outstate. Rajapaksa claims closeness to Beijing will finally open this week, its operator said Monday. The 350-meter Lotus Tower, visible from all over Colombo and built for an estimated 113 million, has been plagued by corruption claims since construction began in 2012 under former President Mahindra. It is one of several White Elephant projects built with Chinese loan under Rajapaksa, elder brother of Gotabaya Rajapaksa, who was ousted from the presidency in July after months of protest over Sri Lanka's dire economic crisis. The state-owned Colombo Lotus Tower Management Company said that had decided to open its observation deck to visitors from Thursday and earn ticket sales to minimize losses. We can't take this close. The maintenance costs are huge. Chief Executive Prasad Samarasinghe told reports. We want to earn the upkeep of the building and turn this into an entertainment center. The company hoped to rent out office and shop spaces, including a revolving restaurant just below the observation deck, offering a view of congested capital as well as the Indian Ocean. A local media outlet on a Monday called it towering story of pride and west, a vanity project of Rajapaksa, who wanted a copy of Beijing's 405-meter central radio and TV tower. During his decade in power from 2005 to 2015, Mahindra Rajapaksa borrowed heavily from China for infrastructure projects which failed, including a deep sea port handed to Beijing in 2017 on a 99-year lease. Sri Lanka's current economic crisis is partly blamed on Chinese debt, which accounts for over 10% of Colombo. $41 billion in external borrowings, Thank you.